Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Pass to Edwards. They set a pick. O'Neal with it. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Here's Tatum. Tipped. Here's Doncic. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Personal foul.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Now here's Leonard. 5 to shoot. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. The Warriors lead by 3. Left side O'Neal. Over Cousins. Tries again. Outside for Wembanyama. From deep. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw in this game. Well, Richard, we know how decorated AD was early on in his career. What can we expect from him moving forward?
Oh, he was getting Defensive Player of the Year and MVP votes back then. If he can get back to that level, he's going to be an absolute focal point for a long time coming.
Here's Edwards. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City.
And how about Edwards? Keeping his head up and spotting the open man.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Outside Davis. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Warriors with the rebound. Now here's Doncic. The 3 from Wembanyama. Nails it from beyond the arc.
3 points.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Bryant, right side. Pass to Davis. Bryant outside. Fires the 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Pass to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. Oklahoma City trails by 8. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7'4". Skill. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. Here's Golden State. They're on a 16-6 run. It's Cunningham with a drive. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And that one's good. Green.
Good luck against Green inside. Even when you throw contact at him, he just fights twice as hard.
Here's Levine for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Artest. Outside Morant. And the 3 off target.
Oklahoma City foul.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Evan Mobley.
The Warriors lead by 7. 19 seconds left in the first. Pass to Daniels. Clock at 6. Into the lane. Here's Mobley. Off with the layup. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We're coming right back. Don't go. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
And stolen by Morant. Oklahoma City shooting their 2nd attempt at the line tonight.
First team foul.
And you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a 2-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter, but definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
Pass to Holmgren. Chet going to work inside.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Here's Porzingis. Lets the 3 fly. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside for Green. Back to Morant. Pass to Holmgren. On the wing, Green. Clock at 4. Good D by Porzingis.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
And Doncic launches from deep. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Ja steps on the gas. Oh, misses the dunk.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Daniels. The 3 ball. Drops in the 3. Daniels has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
And that one drops.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Back to Doncic. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
NBA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
To the middle. Here's O'Neal. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Pass to Doncic. Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got one or two, your interior play better be strong.
Here's Wembanyama. Inside. O'Neal. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama screen. Here's George. And the jam by George.
George's athleticism has always been a strength. Not many guys can pull off that dunk.
Pass to Bryant. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Yeah, smothering D right there. Just a tremendous job by Edwards, forcing a difficult shot.
Back to George. Screen by O'Neal. George has the open look. And the Warriors tack on two more.
With how good PG-13's jumper is, that is an easy make.
Here's Bryant. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to go on Paul George.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for Golden State. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Marcus Cousins. First personal foul. Third team foul.
To the paint. Here's George. It's stolen by Tatum.
2 minutes remaining.
Not the best pass, guys, and the defense took full advantage.
From downtown, the Warriors pull it in.
Man, it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Oklahoma City trails by 9. And here's Bryant outside. Outside Tatum. From the arc. And another three for Oklahoma City.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
.55 seconds left in the second. On the wing, Bryant. Back to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Bryant outside. All alone on the break. George, right side. Takes the three. And so they foul intentionally.
DeMarcus Cousins. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
27 seconds left to play in the first half. And Levine knocks down the three.
Zach LaVine just lets the game come so naturally. His ability to catch and shoot is one of the quickest in the league.
And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Fires from deep. O'Neal pulls it in. Pass to Wembanyama. Wemby putting on a show.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And we finished off one half of play. The Warriors on top. They're up by 11. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. The Warriors lead by 11. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the easy two.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
George over to help. Down low. Tatum. Good. Tatum's got 5 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Outside O'Neal. From deep, Wembanyama. Ooh, Wembanyama. Just too good.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Cousins can't hit.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Pure from three-point range.
Shooting the three with confidence. That's exactly what this team needs from Edwards.
And the three-pointer goes.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Outside for Wembanyama. Back to O'Neal. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on to Marcus Cousins. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. So he comes up empty at the line. Richard, how do you think you would have fared if social media was as prevalent in your younger years as it is right now?
I can tell you right now, I would not be able to sit next to you right now, B.A. That's the type of life I would have lived.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And the Warriors making a switch here.
Substitution for the Warriors. Kristaps Porzingis. Evan Mobley.
Right side Brown. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And the balance Brown has on these takes, refusing to let the D get the upper hand.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Outside for LaVine. Three-pointer. 6 to shoot.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Pass to Holmgren. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Holmgren's got his second basket.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
LaVine takes off. Beyond the arc. Gilmore grabs the miss. Here's Oklahoma City now. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Holmgren inside. Pass to Brown. Screen by Holmgren. Brown with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Brown, now an elite scorer in this league, really does it all.
And stolen by Brown. Right side Morant. Fires for 3. Stojakovic grabs the board.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Screen by O'Neal. It's Edwards on the wing.
2 minutes.
Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Oklahoma City trails by 8. Outside, Brown. And stolen by Edwards. Kicks it to Doncic. To stop the drought. Luka! Lethal! All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
To the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's O'Neal. Gilmore grabs the miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Holmgren. Launches it. 4-3, Holmgren.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
And now we've got an intentional foul. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
And here's Edwards. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to O'Neal. Clock is at 3. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Oklahoma City trails by 10. George with a steal. Outside Edwards. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's O'Neal. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he can't hit the second. Now Randle. Right side Moran. Outside Green. And here's Brown for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Golden State Warriors earning this break in the action, up 10. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Oklahoma City now, trailing by 10. Outside Morant. For 3. Yes! A Morant 3!
When Ja's knocking down that 3 consistently, it takes his game to a different level.
Out to the right wing. To the inside. O'Neal. Back to Mobley. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Mobley's gotten his first bucket of the night.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
From deep, Morant. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
And here they come. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time now.
And stolen by Leonard. And they're on the break. Morant caps off the break.
He's got an elite combination of speed and athleticism. Morant is special when he gets out in the break.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Tatum draws the double. Pass to Morant. Oh, there's the alley. Doncic with it. Green picks him up. Kicks it to George. Back to Doncic. Inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for win.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Throw it down.
As usual, Morant bringing down the house.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Wembanyama's shot is good.
Capitalizing inside with ease. Wemby is just so skilled down in this area.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Oklahoma City making a switch here.
For Oklahoma City.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Doubled by O'Neal. Pass to Tatum. Clock at 6. From the wing. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
And here's Edwards outside. Here's O'Neal. And here's Wembanyama. Drills it from deep. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Ooh, Tatum slings it from deep.
This is what great scorers do. Tatum rises to the three-point challenge.
Doncic right side. O'Neal. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Here's Tatum. O'Neal pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 8. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Yeah. This shit popped up hella fast. I'm about to say, shit, if he trying to play you, I can play. I was like, you still on, or? That was crazy. I was pressing shit too fast. Yeah, no, shit, if he ain't trying to play, you want to run it back, or what you want to do? Maybe about to order you some jerk chicken or something, man. Nigga say some Jamaican jerk. Yeah, or some jerk tacos. Oxtail pizza. Damn, no, that's crazy. Mother that you did that. Some high shit. Shit was cool at the gym tonight, though. That shit happened. Same shit. So that nigga V didn't pop his big head ass up in there, huh? And that's just how he wanted, man. Call Micah. Call Vince. He just gave us another person to call. That's it. That's what that was. So I have to call that nigga personally, man. Like these meetings only gonna get so far if you and Al ain't in the building, man. That's basically what you be saying though. Hold on. Hey, you about to get you some Jamaican jerk, eh? Say a little BLT, eh? Yeah, maybe like nah, just for a sandwich, maybe like 5, 6 for just for the sandwich. Yeah, I'm about to say, nigga, I got Popeye coupons though. Them, I'm about to say Popeye is expensive, nigga. So you got them coupons, they come in clutch. I could then there get 2 sandwiches for $8 with the coupon. So you fuck with Uber Eats or DoorDash? Okay, I'll be fucking with the Dash. I ain't used Uber Eats in a minute though. I ain't used Uber Eats in a minute.